Good morning, guys, and welcome to Tuesday's FRT Gold live video. Hope you're all doing well. Been a while since we spoke on one of these videos. I don't think I've actually managed to be able to do one since Friday with a really busy weekend, and then of course the bank holiday as well. So apologies if you've been missing the video, but they'll be taking place throughout the week, I'm sure. Been a decent weekend of racing, if not a bit of a frustrating bank holiday for us, and it was kind of a similar kind of story yesterday with a bit of a frustrating day, but we did have a 4-to-1 odds on double land after one of the horses did take a bit of a drift in the market and actually went off at about 7-4, so it wasn't actually an odds on double, but I wasn't minding that drift at all when I saw the horse absolutely romp home. And yeah, that was made it not a good day, because there was the premium tip coming second again was really frustrating, but it certainly saved the day a little bit with 2 points on this, bringing in 8 points in terms of profit, 10 in total with getting his stake back as well. So yeah, it wasn't the worst day yesterday, but could really do with a premium tip and next best bet win today. Just a reminder, this video is completely a live Q&A session. And if you did want to join in that, then please do just join the Q&A, and then you can ask any questions that you have. If you want any extra tips for the day, or if you've got any questions about any of our tips for the day, then please do feel free to get in touch there. If you can't join in the Q&A session, remember you can email joe@freeracingtips.co.uk. You can get in touch via Twitter, we're at freeracingtips7, and then it's facebook.com/groups/FRT Gold if you wanted to join in the Facebook group and have plenty of chat there. So yeah, it's been a bit of a frustrating few days, really. I mean, the soft ground and flat racing, it isn't the ideal combination, to be honest, and it is a bit of a tricky time of year with what we should be getting some good to firm ground at this stage of the year, but the ground is just varying so very much. I mean, it can be good to firm on a Monday, and then by the Wednesday we're looking at soft, heavy in places. So that's becoming a bit frustrating. We might a bit of consistent weather and a bit of consistent ground, but still feeling good that we can have a good day today. You do have to take the highs and the lows with racing, I'm afraid. And thank you for plenty of your emails saying that even though it might be a bit of a bad run, you're all still very much in profit. And if you are following the staking plan, I recommend 4 points. 4 points win for the premium tip, 3 points next best bet, 1 point each way little earner. Feel free to email me. What I'll do is I'll share all of the figures at the end of the month and see how the month of May has been. It's not going to be as profitable as April unless we have 5 huge days, which would be fantastic, but it isn't going to be as profitable as April. But 3 or 4 days ago, when I added up all of the stats and everything, we were still in profit for May, and I think that's all you can ask from being in horse racing. If you can have what many would describe as a disappointing month and still end up in profit, that would be great, and hopefully we can do that. The premium tip, that's looking like it might show a loss for the first month in quite some time, but the next best bet has been doing really well. The Lucky 15 hasn't been too bad either, and the Little Earner and the Odds on Double have both provided some decent bank building as well. Odds on Double seems to be working really well, and something that many of you find popular. So yeah, at the end of the month I will share all those stats. But if ever you do, I'd sent it in my email yesterday, if ever you do need, you just want to have a look at a premium tip spreadsheet or something like that, just give me an email and I will send it to you as soon as possible. I've got no problem with you looking at that. So yeah, plenty for us to go through today. Decent day of racing. No doubts we do need to, I would love a big day where we hit 3 or 4 Lucky 15 winners. That would be fantastic. Premium tip and the next best bet double wouldn't be bad either. But today we're racing from Lingfield, and that's on the all-weather, which I think the all-weather card could be a bit of not a day saver, but I like the look of an all-weather card today with some testing ground and some ground with plenty of question marks. I think we could have found some decent races at Lingfield on the all-weather there. And then we're also racing from Redcar and from Leicester, and then this evening it's a couple of jumps meetings at Huntington and Hexham, and also at Ballinrobe over in Ireland. That's a flat meeting, but staying away from Ballinrobe, not exactly not too much of a punter-friendly track, I don't think, there at Ballinrobe, but plenty to get stuck into on this Tuesday. Bit of a miserable day, to be honest, with the rain coming down, but hopefully a few winners can brighten the mood. So the premium tip today, that goes in the 310 at Lingfield, and our tip here is Oliver's Mount at 3-1. Now, this horse actually has plenty of experience on the all-weather, and He's a course and distance winner, which I think could be vital. And I think this horse can go well today. Actually won 2 starts ago and then was second by just a head last time out. So he seems to be coming here in some decent form. The jockey has a £7 claim on this horse as well, meaning he's carrying a bit of a featherweight. And I think it looks to be a really good bet. As I say, has bags of experience on the all-weather, and that's on the polytrack surface of the all-weather. Of course, Lingfield, Wolverhampton, and Kempton Park are all the polytrack surface, whereas Southwell is the fibre sand. So if ever you do look at some all-weather form, do check to see whether they do go better on the fibre sand at Southwell or on the polytrack at the other courses, because that can make a big difference. They are very different surfaces, and you can see many horses not take their form from one to the other and vice versa. So this horse has all his form on polytrack, seems to go really well on this kind of surface. As I say, it looks to be in good form, could be well handicapped, and it could be a smart move from Connections, putting a £7 claimer on this horse, just to mean he carries a bit of a featherweight and could go very, very close today. As I say, yeah, looks to be a really good win only bet at 3 to 1. We're looking at some good value. Some bookmakers I've seen are 5 to 2 on this horse, so might be a bit of money coming for him. So that 3 to 1 may not last for too long, but yeah, it looks to be a good premium tip today, and hopefully one to really bring in some big profit. It'll be a 12-point profit if this one comes in, and I'm feeling good about it. I don't want to start tipping. When things go. When we don't have a few winners, I don't want to start tipping, even money 11 to 10 shots that I just tipping because of the price. I always go with the horse that I think looks the best bet of the day, whether that's at 5 to 1 or whether it is at 11 to 10. I'm not going to change that system because it is one that has been working really well. It just so happens that we had all of our winners in the space of about 6 weeks. We couldn't stop picking them, and then over the last couple of weeks, they've dried up a bit. If these winners were a bit more spread out, it wouldn't be that many people wouldn't notice them, but it wouldn't be as big because there'd just be winners plucking every now and then. Whereas, as I said, it's been a bit kind of sporadic, and all of the winners and then a few losers as well. So that's a bit frustrating. But yeah, hopefully we can have a really good premium tip today. That's in the 310 at Lingfield with Oliver's Mount at 3 to 1. Right, to the next best bet of the day today. That goes in the 230 at Leicester, and our tip is Cardival at 9 to 4. Now, this horse was actually second on seasonal reappearance last time out, and I think would have needed that run most definitely. Sure to come on for that run, and does go well on soft ground. Not many flat horses do actually enjoy too much soft ground. Most of them, as a general rule, you would often say want good ground or even good to firm, but this horse does seem to go on all surfaces, and soft ground could actually be ideal. It's only a 5 furlong race, but it could still be a bit of a slog, and I think this horse can handle the conditions the best out of all of these. As I say, sure to improve after that really impressive seasonal reappearance run last time out, actually, and looks to be a good bet. That's the next best bet of the day in the 230 at Leicester, Cardival at 9 to 4. Right, we'll move on to the Little Earner, and there's actually a replacement for Little Earner from the one that was first tipped up this morning. That was actually declared a non-runner just as soon as I hit send on the email. So if you all of a sudden think, hang on, I've got a few quid extra in my betting account I didn't know about, that's because the Little Earner's been made a non-runner and you've been given your money back there. So the replacement Little Earner goes in the 340 at Lingfield. So Lingfield, a bit of a popular course for us today, and it's Intense Feeling at 17 to 2 with Bet Victor. Now, this horse actually comes here on the back of 2 straight wins, so comes here on a hat-trick after winning over course and distance a couple of starts ago, then scoring over the shorter distance of 6 furlongs in soft ground at Salisbury last time out. And I think it was given that step back into it because it was, I think it was good to soft, maybe even soft in places ground, so it wasn't the easiest of conditions, and perhaps the horse, in many ways, that race was almost run a bit more like a 7 furlong than a 6 furlong race because there wasn't a great deal of pace on, and it was a bit more of a slogging testing condition. So I think now the step up to 7 furlongs on the all-weather looks to be just about the ideal trip for the horse. I think that's perfect. And actually, this horse has won over. You might think that after those couple of runs, the handicapper will have a really big grip of the horse. No doubt it's gone up a few pounds, but has actually won off a higher mark than this before. I think in about August last year was racing off a higher mark than this and managed to win. So I think can go close again. The handicapper doesn't have complete grip of this horse, and yeah, at 17 to 2 you're looking at some good each way value, and I think this horse can certainly go close today. Right, the lucky 15. We start off with the next best bet of the day. That's the first of our horses to run today, and it's Cardival in the 2:30 at Leicester, 9-4. Then in the 2:40 at Lingfield, it's the experienced Desert Strike at 6-1. Then in the 3:10, it's Oliver's Mount at 3-1, and then finally we have to wait until the very last race of the day. That's at 9:10 p.m. at Hexham, and our tip here is Play Hara at 11-8. Potential returns from £1 stakes for this lucky 15 around about the £575 mark, and feeling as though this can be a really good lucky 15 today. Actually, it would be great to see Desert Strike come out on top. Just, you know, I think every horse racing fan would love to see that, but I think it looks to be a really decent value bet there. But Cardival and Oliver's Mount, if the premium tip and next best bet can come in, then we will be laughing. So there are those tips today. Also going for another odds on double today. They've been doing really well, and I think, you know, the sort of decision not to do them every day and do them when I see two horses that I think aren't, you know, I'm not doing it just because they're odds on. I don't look at just a couple of odds on horses and think, that's all right, that'll do the odds on double. I look at them and think actually they're decent value despite being odds on. And yeah, so the two that I'm going for here, we've got Silver Ranger in the 5 o'clock at Leicester at around about 10-11. Then it's Line Dassis in the 6:40 at Hexham. That's currently at 1-3. This odds on double pays around about 6-4. Do go with the best odds guaranteed bookmaker, as always, as you know, sometimes the layers can come for these horses for not much reason at all, just for the fact that, you know, they want to get an odds on favourite beaten, and that can mean a bit of a drift. I mean, look at the horse yesterday, was started off at 10-11, went off at 7-4, and ran like it should have been, like 10-11 was too good a value. So do always go for best odds guaranteed bookmaker there and make sure you do get the best value. But yeah, looks to be a decent little double there, I think, after that 4-1 success yesterday. Not quite as good odds today, and I can't see as much of a drift coming for either of these two horses, but it's 6-4. It'd be a good little bank builder, no doubt about that. And again, I think I'll go for a 2-point win only bet on this odds on double. So they're all of the tips for today. Not much to go through in terms of sort of the weekend and the big racing stories just yet. That will come a little bit later on in the week. We'll talk about all of the big races taking place, but it was a really good weekend with in terms of the racing. You know, congratulations to Noble Mission, who landed a Group 1 with the Tattersalls Gold Cup at the Curragh. This horse looks to be a real player in many of the big races, and I think the Coral Eclipse could even be next for this horse. Doesn't want ground too quick, I don't think there's any doubt about that. He's a bit of a gritty horse, but who knows how he'll go on, you know, sort of good to firm ground. It might just be that that's not what he's suited to do, but Noble Mission is now a Group 1 winning horse, and congratulations to Lady Cecil. I think that was her first Group 1 winner as a trainer, so fantastic there that the brother to Frankel, although nowhere near his class, is certainly proving to be a bit of a stable star at the moment. That was superb. Also, Cirrus de Ziegler over in France getting the better of Olympic Glory, just showing that he is one of the very best horses in the world. There's no doubt about that. And at the age of around about 8 years old, Cirrus de Ziegler, sorry if I'm wrong about that, so I'm pretty sure 8 years old. You know, what a horse, and you know, this horse can challenge Trevor Royal Ascot on the Wednesday in what is looking like one of the best races of the week. So yeah, that's actually just about it for today's video. Thank you for watching. As I say, hopefully we can have a really good day today and take those bookies to the cleaners. They certainly deserve it. Hope the premium tip can turn around its form. But thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully we'll have plenty of winners, and I'll speak to you all once again tomorrow, if not a little bit later on today. Thanks, and bye-bye.